And now for a bonus episode of Robert Land, originally on the Patreon of Robert Land, with our good friend Frankie Estrella. This one strays a little bit from the theme park topics, and we pretty much talk about everything because Frankie Estrella is his own Frankie universe, and we just dive right into it. It's welcome to Frankieland.
Hi, welcome to Robert Land, your favorite not safe for work, a comedy theme park, the podcast. And I'm your host, Robert Thompson, comedian, musician, theme park phenologist, all I do. What is up, everybody? Boy, this is a very exciting, very special Patreon episode with our good boy, our friend, Mr. Frankie Estrella.
Pay the Patreon! I'm thinking 90s Nintendo metal video game songs.
Dude.
That's because they're the best ones. Contra.
Contra.
It's like every song we're like, what is this weird 3 fucking megabit or whatever it is? Like,
dude, they were bangers, dude.
They were bangers.
Yeah.
They were just like, and then like Sega had the best song for Sonic the Hedgehog 2, but that's like a futuristic. If you don't know that shit, you don't know the 90s.
Dude, dude, those songs, man, I have a lot of those old school like video game songs, like on playlists and stuff, but Contra is really dope. Have you heard System of a Down cover the Zelda?
Zelda, yes. Links, they come to
Save-
town.
yeah,
Come
yeah.
to save Mr. Zelda.
And,
Something away. And none of us will play and feel. Yes, that band, I grew up. I almost had a tattoo from my wrist to my elbow pit. System of a Down when I was like 12.
dude, System of a Down is literally one of the greatest bands, man. They have such a great.
Oh, yeah,
sense
but
of
the drummer
humor.
needs to grow the fuck up.
Oh yeah,
John needs to grow the fuck up and get a better fuck. I'm sorry.
His
Get
brother-
a better fucking comic book shop. I've
Is
been
his
there a few
brother
times.
the guitar player? They're
No,
brothers,
they're
right?
not- the funny thing story, because I know a lot about, I was like 14. They accidentally met. The drummer, the bass player was actually the manager, and the bass player they had just quit. And said,
Chavo,
He goes,
right?
yeah, I'll play bass. And ironically, they said, hey, what's your nationality, man? What are you? They happen to be all Armenian. It was just
Oh, yeah,
the
so
weirdest
the brothers in
By
Armenian brotherhood.
by the country, yeah. And it's so that was an ironic twist, but they really fucking gelled, man. It just sucks that the drummer needs to grow the fuck up. Like I'm not gonna get political, but he's just chill the fuck out, calm the fuck down, make a new album. They made like 2 new songs for.
They were pretty badass too. I don't know. I liked
I've
it.
seen them 4 times live, and the first time I saw him, blew my mind. I just think about driving over here. It was a Pasadena show for free, the Kara Calendar release, and they had one side all the KJs. Kevin and Bean was there. Jed the Fish,
Really?
the Fish.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, all of our idols were there. Even Tammy Heidi was there. She's super fucking hot, man. And
Snap.
John, I met him twice. I met the drummer, John twice from System of a Down. He's like 4 foot tall, and he was a super nice guy. Signed 2 of my autographs. 2 of my things because I said my cousin won't believe it's you. And he's like, yeah, man, you're really tall. You know, I met him again at Ozfest. Really cool guy, but he needs to grow the fuck up, dude. Get over it. Get over it.
Do you ever get into? You know what I've been really jamming lately is Fear Factory, dude. Do you ever get into Fear Factory?
There's that one song they covered.
Cars.
Yeah.
Here in my car, I feel safest of all. In
Bow, bow,
cars.
bow, bow.
Bow, bow, bow. Dude, Gary Newman is fucking dope. We Neptune Microwave Ovens covered one of his songs.
Who?
Gary Newman. He was like a.
My head's all spinning.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah, he did Cars, the original song.
Ah.
Yeah, and he did a lot of badass like punk rock, synth stuff, and then he just went full on synth, which was groundbreaking. Like that album, it kind of broke like a lot of ground, and so people, I don't know, it's cool. Like it's cool going back and like listening to a lot of those bands, like Sepultura and all that shit. And
Real quick about Sepultura, Fear Factory had a side project, I believe,
with Max, right, Caveira.
the guy from Sonic X.
I
They
think.
had a side project with Solid called Assassino, with 2 masks, and they were fucking badass, dude.
Yeah,
It
dude.
was sick. It was at the I can't remember what fucking show, but they were killing it, man. Just metal to the fucking bone.
Yeah.
Okay, that's only Fear Factor stuff. The guy's really heavy. And you can just tell he's that guy from the band with the mask.
Yeah. Yeah. There's probably Dino, the guitar player. Yeah, dude. They're so cool, man. Yeah, it's fun though, reminiscing on all the stuff from our childhood, man. And urban legends is a big part of like growing up. Everyone has their own folklore and their own like town like stories. And the last time that you were on the podcast, you raised a lot of eyebrows and you made a lot of hair stand up on people's necks. It was during the Robtober, all our Hallows Eve celebration, and you talked you shared a very fucking terrifying story about a man who claimed to be the devil inhabiting his body. People were I got some responses from that, and
they met him. They're like, that's the devil. I know him.
Yeah.
Fucked up feet.
They met him actually behind an alleyway eating McRib
He's
out
at
of
the
a
weird
trash
shit.
can.
Talking to God.
Yeah.
Tony Robbins. He literally said, God himself will come down. Tony Robbins grab my shoulder and say it's time to go. And that was his whole gimmick. It was like, I'm just here on a break. We're gonna meet here at the big hospital down by the beach.
Yeah,
I
well,
won't say which one.
So I know you kept that in secrecy. I was wondering though, because we'd only touched like the surface of that. Is there any other stories from that place that were like kind of odd? Yeah.
I wouldn't say there per se because I'll just say this is a big hospital. There's a lot of awesome attitudes. One guy was really trippy. I don't know if I told you this last time. The cop came in almost like the fucking A-team. I was just chilling outside looking around. It was like maybe 5 p.m. He did like a donut, dude, in front of me and then parked it and jumped out and says, "We got a spitter."
He like snorted a donut.
Snorted a donut, yeah, totally. He
did a donut
into the road. He jumps on the car and he walks around all bad, like you only do the whole chips walk, like like they're super cool in their belts. Their belt is their weapon, so their Batman belt. I'm sorry, it's not really a belt. It's all they all have Batman belts.
Yeah.
And he comes up, "We got a spitter," like as if I already knew what was going to happen. Like someone called me to come out and wait for this guy. I go, huh? The guy was laid down, tied like hog tied, had a big what's it called? Beehives, beekeepers fucking headgear on.
What?
Gagged mouth because he was some crazy fuck yelling, spitting, and biting people.
Oh my God.
So a zombie was delivered to us. And the cool thing was when they finally told me, "Not gonna spit, right? Not gonna spit," they took it off and he was like, I'm cool. They gave him some meds to calm down. First thing he says was like, "I'm suing all you motherfuckers. You have no idea. The aliens are coming. You're all fucked. We're coming down. We're gonna rock your house. You see who you are?" Everybody became a story to him.
Was it the Ultimate Warrior by any chance?
No, he was a really small. It was a really, really fit Asian dude, and he was just really fucking on fire with just like he was the Alex Jones.
So this is a different guy
Yeah.
than the devil.
Yeah.
This is a guy who's warning you of a UFO invasion.
This guy just he knew the master's plan, and somebody dropped him off. Like he was like he was in the back of a bunker being fed a bunch of fucking information, and he knew exactly what's gonna happen. And you better let me go because he's here to save the fucking world.
Are you sure it wasn't the drummer to System of a Down?
He was the okay, what is it? Elemental PQ. It was the P to the Q anon. So he was right before the Q anon.
I get
I'm trying to
you.
remember the alphabet real quick.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
the P anon.
Okay, yeah,
He was peeing on all of us with information, and we're just like, okay, cool, man. And I think the next day there was a white dude who actually had a better improv. I guess he took improv because, like, say your shirt, right? He goes, "You see that country right there? That was built, that was manufactured in this, and the threading was pulled by this. Everything was detailed. We're like, you see this, no, it's these socks. I got it from Snoop Dogg, man. Snoop Dogg socks, bro." He goes, "You see this fucking belt? There's a camera in this fucking belt." Everything was like a fucking...
He's like, I'm going to take off my shoelaces because the government can hear me.
Everything had a plan. Every little fucking knickknack. Here's your badges. They can fucking see through walls, man. You don't even know there's a chip in them. Everybody's chipped. It was just like, whoa.
Damn, dude.
And these are college kids. They just took too much acid and studied too long.
Oh, okay.
They're the worst kind of kids. No offense, Adrian. Kick back. Fuck you, kids. Don't go to college. You get stupid like that. You get arrested. Don't go to school. You get arrested.
Yeah, dude.
Get a job. Get not a degree. Get a certification.
Do
Learn how to
homeschool.
drive. No.
Online
no.
classes.
Have you done homeschool?
No. Well, online classes I've taken, yeah.
Yeah.
But not entirely.
I say the future is virtual reality classes. Quit fucking around with this. Send out, every school has the money, send out a virtual reality gear so no one gets shot. No one catches an STD. No one catches fucking the virus. No one gets beat up. There's no more bullying.
Do you think it would do something to the like social aspects, or do you think they like? Do you know what I mean? Because that's actually I've never thought about that, but that
I thought
would
about it
prevent.
since the first shooting is about 2 years ago.
Really, dude, that's kind of crazy. I mean, in a good way. That's something that I've never thought.
The only
about.
option because you have 2.5 years ago. Remember, every fucking month there was a big mass shooting at a school.
Yes.
It wasn't at a mall. Wasn't even on the street. It was at a fucking school. It was usually a kid from high school who already graduated came back and knew where to fucking hide.
Dude, when we were growing up, when it happened, it was monumental news.
The
And
Columbine.
now it's extremely sad to say this, but you forget. I mean, you wouldn't forget. I mean, unless you knew the people personally, but like, you know, now it happens so frequently that it's like, oh yeah, there's a shooting there. It's so fucking crazy, man.
The Columbine thing, I don't know if you've seen this because YouTube is like the library. It's basically public. Those assholes, the two pieces of shit that have a special place in hell that are forgotten, made a fucking short film.
The Columbine guys, or
they
which
made
one?
a short film, and it was actually kind of funny if you watch it. The irony of it is that they're supposed to be. This is called the Hitmen for Hire, and they're wearing the trench coats and they're acting.
Sounds like a Three Stooges.
It sounds like a parody of what really happened.
Mo.
It was
Get your trench coat.
because every other kid that was in the movie had their faces censored because the FBI took it and now they released it later, and it's like
So the short film is out there. That's
It's on YouTube.
disturbing as fuck.
Hitmen for Hire.
Damn.
And I say it's kind of funny because they took it as a satire. It wasn't supposed to be legit. Where what they were they were guys being hired by other people to take others out because they're getting bullied or whatever. You know, the irony of that is that their whole idea.
Yeah.
So they basically art imitating life, imitating art. They thought because in a way
It's a little too meta for me, dude. No, it's like being John Malkovich. You know, it's a little inside. No, but so those guys.
Yeah, I would say more like it's like the Matrix, where it's a reality that people don't want to look at. They don't want to see that this, because I've been bullied since I was like junior high. And the reason why I'm not skinny no more, I got more buff and got sick of it and mosh pit a lot. So my heart of hearts was like, I couldn't fight back because my parents were like, no, don't fight back. They'll come at you with a gun or a knife, you know. Gangs will get you. They were like, the gangs are coming. They always said that. So the fear was in me. So luckily, I didn't have a firearm because when you're that pissed off, you're that upset, you know, you have to control your own shit. But if you have a loaded weapon, you know where your dad keeps it, you know the combo. One of these days, your girlfriend's gonna break your heart, or some guy's gonna really beat you up. You're gonna snap, which has happened so many fucking times the last 5 years? No, 7 years.
Yeah.
People take justice in their own hands, like they do the Punisher. Sad but true. But this movie tripped me out because like it's part of history. Like we have to learn from these kids that thought fuck it, and they had a plan, and they had pipe bombs, they had a whole bag of fuck. They came in like the Terminator, bro. They took out how many kids, and knew where to go because it was basically like duck hunting season for those guys. It's crazy.
That is crazy, man. What's crazy is I took my ADHD spaced out, and I just was thinking about the Terminator films and not about the slaughtering of children, but which probably happens in Terminator.
That was what the whole concept of the movie was, dude. He's trying to kill that kid, remember?
Yeah, I know.
Have you seen John Connor?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I'm a police officer. You can trust me.
Sarah Connor. I love that, dude. I love that.
Me too, bro.
Yeah. Do you think I love that the Terminator, the T-1000 turns into Capri Sun, like Alex Mack.
Oh, yeah, that's the best Capri Sun version.
I know,
I know what
dude.
you're talking about. The 90s had all those cool commercials where they merge and
Yeah, it showed the liquid from the Capri Sun drinks, and
Tell
it
me you
looked
saw
like
that-
the T-1000.
somebody saw that YouTube video where they made fun of it, where it looked like a 90s commercial.
Yeah.
Kids merge and come out as a giant morph monster.
So they're all freaky and like fucking
Trauma.
deformed. Yeah, trauma movie. Oh, dude, that's so good, dude.
Because it makes sense. Like, why would you merge into each other and not come out as one being of...
You'd be like a disgusting like human splatter ball. Yeah, that's
Yeah, you'd have tentacles.
yeah, for sure.
Teeth out of your fucking face.
Dude, so I was curious though because that creepy story that you shared, it conjures up a lot of memories for me. There was a local legend about a guy with a pig face in Chino Hills, and
In Chino Hills.
yeah, and so I've heard this different times, but they said that it wasn't like he actually had a face made of bacon, but he looked
like a pig.
he looked like a pig, and he got hit by a car and died. And so supposedly, I don't know, he haunts the fucking bacon section of Albertsons. I don't know what happened where he hangs.
I would think a
But,
highway.
yeah, a highway somewhere. If you hear a oink, oh shit. But
Porky's Highway.
yeah. So is there anything like that where you grew up?
I grew up in many places. My stories.
Are you from Santa Ana?
No, I lived there as a young kid. Then I moved to Garden Grove for 5 years after that. Until I was 5. So from 5 years old, Santa Ana, too young to remember much. A lot of shootings I do remember. I used to live in this little alleyway. And a lot of cars, drunk drivers. So we had to move the fuck out of there. And then Garden Grove was like this nice, beautiful spot for 5 to 6 years. But man, was it boring. It's kind of hard being one of the only Mexican American kids, a lot of Vietnamese kids, and so it kind of mostly me and my cousins we clicked a lot. But growing up, man, a lot of different spots. I was actually down the street in HB for about 6 months. So yeah, my parents moved around a lot. We stuck back in St. Anna, 14 years old I think I was, or no, 12 years old. And it was just hell dealing with that bullshit. Just a lot of like the worst story I think. Growing up where I lived at was, damn, man, the morning we came to junior high, it was in the paper, and my mom was really kind of scared and stuff. Hey, go to school, don't say nothing, don't. She was worried about something, and we were reading the paper, we were like kids. There was 2 girls that got raped and murdered right there at the parking lot. They found them in the morning at the same junior high. So it's like the city I lived at was not like, hey guys, let's hang out. No, it's more like late 90s, man, there's gangs, people don't go outside, It was like, kind of had to stay home and play video games like we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
We had rock and roll CDs. I was like in my room, like just me and my N64, just fucking.
So you were
my
quarantining back then, dude.
Quarantining for me. Don't go outside the house unless you're going out with your parents to get groceries.
Yeah.
Unless you're gonna go see your family down in a ride somewhere with your family. My mother at 14 years old would freak out because I didn't come home like 20 minutes from school. I'd have to call her from my friend's house. She'd be screaming, freaking the fuck out because we're worried about now how kids are getting shot at school. Back then, kids just get shot. Just random
anywhere.
fucking drive-bys.
Well, it's funny because I was just talking about fake shit, but like I guess in a place where there's real shit happening, they don't need the boogeyman to be scared. You'd be like, yeah, dude, fuck Freddy Krueger's, and let's invite him. I'd rather have him than fucking.
The funny thing you say that now is like when I got older.
The Rocos, or what's a gang from Short Circuit?
Los Rudos kick your balls.
The
Locos kick your face.
The Locos kick your ass in outer space.
Yeah, that's just a knife. Those are like a knife game. But no, the thing is like you say now when I got older, driving down the street, there's so much death. You drive down there like 3 in the morning. It's kind of creepy as fuck because not gangs, but just like because it's really kind of calmed the fuck down. It's the only time it's so bad is springtime, like right now. I call it the killing season because I used to work down at a hospital right there with St. Anna. Every fucking like week, gunshot wound victim. The worst case I had there was funny. I jumped to it. Why I know there's so much death. Right around the corner is a park called Duck Park. People know St. Anna what it's called. And this guy drove up in a Scion. He drove his buddy in right to the emergency doors, right? And I walked by, and then my buddy says, "Come over quick." The security guard says, "Come over quick, man. We need your help now." And he's freaked out, shaking. He's a bigger dude than me. What's the matter? We need to pick him up. And this guy was heavy as fuck, maybe 400 pounds or 350. And I was a lot stronger back then. I scoop him up like under his arms, give him a bear hug. He falls off my arms like jello. He slips right through my arms. And I hold him by his wrist. He's hanging by his wrist. Blood all over my fucking work shirt. And I'm just like, what the fuck happened? The dude was doing a drug deal down the street, got shot in the back of the head. But the driver didn't get hit, just the passenger. So I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
And the guy's like, he's been shot in the head. Why the fuck did you tell me that?
Yeah.
So at the time, I was kind of used to like people getting shot. He wasn't dead yet. Dude became a vegetable. So it's like he was probably like 19. All he wanted to do was go get some weed. Right then, you could buy weed on the street at a park. Not now. It's like, hey, just walk right in, buzz you in.
Yeah.
Back then, it was just like a big fucking deal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. To
killed
get
for it.
weed, it was.
There was a lot of money.
Yeah.
And good money. People didn't want to fucking. I don't know what the fuck, but I heard the guy was on a bike. So shit like that, you get numb. Sadly, that's why I didn't want to be a cop. Because a few cops would come up to me, especially the big hospital down by the beach. Hey man, I could sponsor you. You could be a police officer by 6 months, blah, blah, blah. Make good money. I said, sir, twice I told them, 2 different cops. Sir, no offense, but I know what you guys do. Well, what do we do? What is all smiling? Because I want to make money off you. You guys take out the trash. Ain't nobody calling you for fucking cookies. Ain't nobody calling you for some beers. They're calling you someone's getting beaten up or someone's dying. Or someone's coming in and beating them up, trying to kill them.
Yeah.
And they both did this. They give me a car and they walk away. Have a good day. It's just like this.
Well, you nailed it. I mean,
it's sad,
it's
but
not,
true. And you see it firsthand from the hospital. They bring them in or they pick them up.
Yeah.
It's a fucking recycling center.
That's crazy, man. It's a great way to. I mean, it's a very honest way to look at it because it's the reality of it and what you have to see doing that job and do. I mean, that's pretty brutal.
I give more props to the firefighters and the cops. Not to take sides, but firefighters, they said they run into fires. They dig you out if you're dead in the fucking ceiling. Because I've seen it. They're the ones bringing you back to the hospital, pumping you back. EMTs, mostly firefighters, because they jump in there. They're the ones lifting you up when you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
Or dying. And those are the ones that really need more props because they don't even have guns.
Do you think
They should have guns.
Do you think they've ever had to jerk someone off back to life?
Oh, there's a funny story. You say that. It's not about jerking off, but
It's
a sex
hot in
story.
here.
It's a sex story.
With the firemen or?
The EMTs brought him in. The firefighters were the ones that first responded, so they knew the story.
Shit,
So
okay.
I'm piecing this shit together while I'm in the ER in Santa Ana. And whenever you hear, I go, oh, here comes work, guys. So get ready in case crowd control families need to always go, I want to see my fucking friend, or to make sure they don't come in, or if the guy is fucking combative, drunk, and loaded. So I'm 21 years old, seeing all this crazy shit. I'm trying to piece stuff together. The police officer is a beautiful female cop, and she's looking as if, oh my God, I can't believe what the fuck I just saw. And I thought, what's going on? So the EMT comes in, and I've never seen this before, but the guy, either the firefighter or one of them, while they're pushing him, the other guy just has one hand on his chest, compressing it. Yeah, we got one here, as if fuck him, he's already dead. And I was like, whoa, it's ghetto, right? Yeah. Well, what happened was I had to ask around because the firefighter said, whoa, did you see the girl? Oh, man, she was ready. Oh, my God, yeah, she was ready. They were over some girl. The guy they brought in was an older 60-year-old gentleman or something. He even had his suit, he's ready for his funeral. And I walked up to the police officer. She's just she didn't know what to do. She didn't know what to say. I said, what happened? Well, they found him in bed with the whore, and his pacemaker stopped. I go, oh my God, so did you call the family? He's an out-of-work businessman. I go, let's get out of here, guys, let's go. We fucking start walking, we're done. Our job's done here because we're not going to worry about the family being there. So the guy, and that's what they were talking about. They were like, oh my God, they walked into a motel, and she was all dressed up, dolled up for the firefighters to see her, and he was dead. I don't know what had happened before, maybe if he came or he didn't, but it was the weirdest thing.
I mean, I hope at least he came before he.
That's the way you got to go.
To an end. Yeah,
Everyone told me.
Yeah, dude. I mean, what a way to go.
Go before you go.
Yeah, dude. Go. Yeah, before you go. I think that's what it was about. Jerk me off.
Before you go.
Yeah, go.
Hey, that's the best way to go. To just finish me.
Coming.
Finish him before you finish life.
Yeah. Finish him before you finish him.
Don't forget to finish him. Give him his life. But yeah, and everyone told me laughing.
Goro could work that dick with 4 hands, dude. He's got a
Goro, right?
Yeah, Shira.
Yeah.
Shira. Yeah, dude. That's crazy, man. So this, wow, what a way to go.
I mean, that's the way you want to
go.
Going while coming.
Yeah, man. Go and coming. That sounds like a gas station in the Midwest. There's one called the Come and Go. Have you heard about that? Yeah, it's a gas station and it Come and Go. But it's spelled K-U-M. So it's a little, whatever.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah, dude. That's kind of the essence of life, so you're coming and going.
And that's what the hospital life was. My friend said it was like a dimensional portal. Life's coming from birth, and death is right outside the fucking door waiting to pick up the dead bodies. So it's a head trip.
We were talking about death and a lot of that stuff. We got to talk about right now, I mean, it's the summer of things opening up, Mr. Frankie. You know, you got all the amusement parks opening up. You got these comedy clubs. You got everything. So, what is something that you're excited to do that you haven't done since?
It's fucking not scary for like it all revolves back to where.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I know they're opening up. I can't wait to go. I'll pay $100 for 5 hours. You know. What
I
I'm
heard it's
saying?
gonna be pretty popping too.
Yeah, I mean, even if I get into a fight, at least I'll have a picture T-shirt that like I kicked ass and not scared from, because there's always assholes there. There's
guys looking.
There's guys ready to go. Like there's a couple of Adrian kickbackers out there that like to come. You know, fuck those motherfuckers.
Yeah, they've got like a little like. It's funny because I love those guys that go to like knock it. They get pissed when they get scared. You know, like because they're not trying to. It's like, why go though? Don't you want to get scared?
You want to have your girl with you. You want her to scream and then laugh and then have her hug you. That's what you want.
Yeah.
But a lot of these fucking monsters, man, they come out of the blue and they fuck you up. They mess you up real good. And the fun part is when you're walking next to, say we're not walking next to each other, and one monster's next to you, and I just kind of keep saying, yeah, wait for him to fuck with you. It's the funniest thing because you're just there to prank your buddy.
Yeah.
But it's the only thing I give a shit about because it's crowded. They have the live show's always fun. The hangman,
always
It's always fun. Always someone I know comes by there, or we can always meet up and just it's fun, man. Like
Dustin Kennedy is back at work now, dude.
I love that guy, man.
Yeah, such a rad dude. I know we gotta have him on again. He's got a lot of stories, being a blacksmith at Knott's Berry Farm for years. Dude, if there's one thing though, like one ride that you could go on that hasn't been invented.
I can't fit in the rides no more.
What? Just rides in general?
My shoulders and my waist. Ever since I started really bodybuilding, the click thing. Click doesn't click.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that happened to me, dude. I'm with you, man. It doesn't click no more.
You're like click no.
Fuck, dude. I was at not Six Flags, right?
Yeah, dude.
And it didn't latch in for me, and I remember thinking, oh fuck, I am fucked. It's on Viper too. And that shit, ride, dude. I got raped. You know, it was pretty extreme, but I had a good time. You know, it was nuts, man. But if there's like a ride or like a movie that you'd want to see as a ride, what would that be, Frankie?
Oh, I was wanting to see. It's funny you say that because it's kind of both. I never got to see it in Universal Studios, the Terminator ride.
Yeah,
is it still around?
It was a Terminator show that was pretty badass, and James Cameron directed it.
And
it was,
Arnold's in it, and also
Arnold
kid.
and Edward Furlong. Yeah. But what's funny is they would have like a chick play like John Connor in a live, in this because
they have an actress walking around as John Connor.
It's like a hodgepodge of like there's the screen with that going on, and then there's like live actors as well.
Okay, like Indiana Jones type shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then there'd be like an Ellen DeGeneres type chick playing John Connor, with a wig.
Peter Pan was a female forever. I thought about one.
Yeah.
As a grown boy, you want to see someone's package, like a 20-year-old dude with a Peter Pan outfit.
Yeah.
Schlong right there. Like, hey, let's let him fly around without seeing more than you need to see.
Yeah, that probably makes sense. Yeah, because if they had John,
what'd you call it? Petra Pan for female name? Patricia Pan.
Patricia Pan. Patricia Pansexual, dude. Pam. Peter Pam.
I love
unisex, dude.
They should have made. Think about it, because I adore Robin Williams, and I love Hook.
Hook's such a good movie.
They should have made a ride with Peter Pan fighting, or just call it the Captain's Ride, and you have to figure it out. It's Hook, but you don't really see it or say it because
Rufio.
Rufio.
Yeah, dude. I love what's the fat kid? It's not Keenan Thompson.
You know what's sad? His name is Thudbutt.
Thudbutt, that's right.
I don't know why they named him that, but that's his name.
That sounds like a name, like in the gay community, maybe like a bear of some sort.
They never say it out loud. They whisper it once in the editing. You have to have the fucking subtitles on. But can you imagine auditioning? You're already a chubby kid, and you're all happy, and they're like, "All right, you see fucking Steven Spielberg right there. You see probably Tinkerbell right there. Wow, how you doing? Okay, are you ready for Thudbutt?
Yeah, here's Lardass. Here's fat.
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
The 90s, man.
I know, dude. You can get away with that. Yeah. Here's Tubagoo. Come on, kid.
Come on, Wide Low. That's so fun.
Yeah.
I mean, that started crushing as a chubby kid growing up, but it's like doing that and waiting, and other stud butts.
Yeah, there's a whole line of other stud butts.
And their moms
Come
are
on,
all
honey.
chubby too.
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
on, get it
come on,
right.
yeah, eat.
This is a big movie.
Yeah. They're like feeding, like stuffing, like deep dish pizza. Like, you better pack on that weight. Yeah, dude, that happened to me. You know, I went to a
Come on, chunks.
Yeah, come on, Chunks, you can do it. You can make our fat proud. I one time with me, I had a fun story, dog. One time with me, this is my new podcast. No, but I I went to a cattle call for Home Alone 3.
Really?
Yeah, me and two
You're
little
a
blonde
boy?
boys. Yeah, and there was, I was too shy. Like, I was too shy as a
old were
kid.
you?
I was 11 or 10, and like, there was a whole it was like a mass like exodus of people exiting to audition for Home Alone 3. But there was a kid that, by the time I got up there to talk to anybody, like, these other kids were already like groomed to be like actors, and they'd be like, yes, I want to be an astronaut because I believe that space is a thing. And then I would just be like all shy, they'd be like, what do you want to be for Halloween? And I was just like a rocker, I think, but I said all mumbly, and I just was like trembling. But there's other kids that were like actor kids that could answer like yes. But then there was it was funny because I saw in
I
the
wish you
line,
guys could see the neck move. Like,
yeah, all my physical
my God.
act outs. But there was, I'm the star of Pride and Prejudice this year, my third grade play. Now there's little pricks, but there was a kid that he looked like, a chubby Mexican kid and had the flat top haircut, but it was bleached like piss yellow. And you've been laughing like they like just dyed his like
Ric
flat
Flair
top.
fucking yellow. Woo! Really? Damn. Feather fucking Big Bird yellow?
Yeah, it was like an albino like haircut.
His eyebrows too, or what?
Yeah. No. But they're like, yeah,
Hey,
poor kid.
Shabba.
Yeah.
What did he do? He just kind of said his lines and left?
Well, I don't know. I wish I could have seen that, but he was in, the cattle call of like a million kids there. Yeah, it was crazy, man. And then someone later, I remember, told me they already had the kid picked out. That was just like for show. I'm like, what would be the purpose of that? I don't know.
They do that for show. They do that for, God bless him. I want to see him again. Friendly Frank. He mentioned the audition for, God, what the fuck was that? Last Comic Standing or some shit, the first season. And he went up there and everyone got like an email. And they're all waiting in line like early, right? And they had a camera guy come by. Hey, guys coming out the show. Yeah, it was for the show. Yeah, hey, we're here, blah, blah, blah. Everyone had the little spot, the first couple. Then a van pulled up. Big fucking van, like a school bus size van. Like, they thought, the tourists. They came out and all these people ran right in straight before them. Had like weird gimmicks and costumes. And they were really the ones ordered in as actors to portray for the silliness like American Idol. Like there is no worse the worst Americans. They're just supposed to be. They're supposed to push that. And
Wait, so they fake open micers or comics?
Auditions. They fake a lot of the worst ones, the funnier, ridiculous ones. Like, oh God, how could someone act like that? They're acting like that. They're not really. Maybe there's one or
Are
two.
you sure they don't
crazy.
just get them from the beach by the bay or whatever, the hospital by the beach? Are they getting all those
Big
guys?
hospital down by the beach. You know what? That'd be actually worse because they're 5150s and they could hurt somebody. These have safety words. These people are like are trained trained weirdos. And speaking of trained weirdos, you reminded me of a story where I was working this another gig, and this guy would come in. They had this tent, right, to build up for the place I was working. It was like catering, but it was huge. It was like a giant circus tent with a lot of food. And this one guy kept running in because I was doing security for the front, and he says, "Hey man, can you use the restroom?" "Yeah, go ahead, man." And I had to let him in, buzz him in, and I kept seeing his face. Right, he was only like 5 foot something, and his face stuck out. And I'm good with faces with movies and shit. I'm like, no way, that guy was in a fucking movie. That guy was on a TV show. I'm like, could it be the little boy from Step by Step? I don't know, because I met him before. He became a backyard wrestler.
No shit.
Yeah, really cool kid. And I haven't seen him in like 10 years though. And when I saw him back at wrestling, he was real fit. And I know till later someone said, "That's the little kid from Step by Step. He's a cool kid. He stopped acting. He started doing wrestling. That's so cool." But this guy's walking back and forth. He looked like he had miles on him, man. He looked like he was part of Motley Crue. He looked fucking partied out. He's like, "What's up, man?" He's like my age, but looked a little older. I go, bro, I'm sorry. We left the bathroom. I'm like, dude, I'm in the middle of it. I gotta ask you something. It's bugging me, but you look real familiar, man. Did you do something like in the 90s? Because he smiles like, how old are you, bro? And we're the same age. You saw me do a bunch of honeycomb commercials, a bunch of Lucky Charm commercials. I was like, what the
That's so
fuck?
crazy.
He goes, man, I made mad money, but I'll tell you one thing. I was a kid partying just like Corey Feldman. I got stories of me and Corey Feldman.
Wow.
I was before I had a podcast. He goes, if I had a podcast, dude, I can't say it's half the shit I did.
Damn.
And
Just
I
from
was
the
like,
honeycomb commercials?
No, but those kids, they work.
Yeah.
And they
roll
get older,
together.
you don't recognize it. Another commercial, another fucking, hey, Discovery Zone. You remember that shit?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so whatever's popping, they're doing the commercial for you to watch in the 90s. And it's just like, the guy was in every fucking growing up. And he says, yeah, man, but he had, of course, I'm sure his parents were the agents was the worst thing. They probably blew all his money away.
Oh, yeah.
Now he's working, God bless him, at a fucking catering shop. God bless the guy. Burning his fucking face in hours now. All the
Wow.
drugs and shit. He goes, man, I rocked him over some fucking bands. I'm like,
That's crazy.
so you were doing kid acting for a while, right?
No, I did stuff, on my own. Like I did public access TV, which is like my own thing.
Wow.
That's where I started, really. I mean, I started playing with action figures. I started with my brother, my friends. We got a video camera, we did stuff. But yeah, when I was 12, I got into public access, and that's where I met Josh Thompson. It's crazy.
That's where you
dude.
did that zombie thing, right? I saw it was hilarious. I love
Yeah,
that.
dude.
God,
yeah,
you're so cool, man.
Dude, thank you, man.
Because
yeah.
you did something I wanted to do after 18. I took a TV 110 class. I want to have like a weird TV show.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know what? The timing, no license to drive.
Yeah,
no way to get
I
there.
Dude, I didn't drive till I was 29 years old.
Really? I was
Yeah.
21. Wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
You just didn't want
so-
to, or you just fuck
Yeah,
it?
yeah, it was weird, man. I got in an accident and it kind of like shook me up, and then I was dating girls that drove, and things kind of worked out, and I did a lot of things. It's not like I would just be at home. I managed to do a lot, but yeah, public transportation is cool in New York, but in California, it's a bitch.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
cool, it's fun, but sometimes, but yeah, dude, I finally had to. So that's why I feel like a giant fetus sometimes when I'm behind the wheel.
I
It's
gotta
like,
ask you, if you got fetus, what other auditions, like big name movies or shows you've done? Is that the only big one, or?
well, I did that pilot, the Josh Thompson pilot, which had like Melissa Villaseñor, and SNL, and Dana De Lorenzo from the Ash vs. Evil Dead show. And
Fuck yeah, dude.
so there's a dude that was in Twilight Zone in it. There's a bunch of people in it, but I did. Well, actually, no, that was another movie. I did extra work for a couple dodgeball. I was an extra when I was 17.
Really, man?
in the background.
Dip, dodge, dive.
Yeah, dude. But you can't see me because I went with a class. We got kicked out, right? Because this kid people would forge their signatures from their parents, and I was so pissed. I remember I wore this like bright yellow Devo shirt. My friend tells me you can see us in a scene, the final battle.
Oh, the final battle. In the
Yeah,
back,
so I
with
need
the
to
crowd.
look at it again, but like. Yeah, apparently it's in there. Yeah, but that, and I did extra work for I was in an MC Hammer commercial.
Nice.
Not as a kid, but later when he did a reality show.
Nice.
And then there was a Creed from The Office. I was in a horror. There's a B movie. It was the last movie to be shot on Kodak black and white film called the Ambiguous Gay Duo. No, it was the Ambiguous something of Johnny X. And it was crazy because it's like a B movie, like sci-fi 50s rock and roll, like musical.
Yeah.
And it was about 10, 12 years ago. And yeah, dude, this dude from he's in a bunch of Twilight Zone episodes. Is his last movie. He was like 100 years old when he did it. But there was a couple guys in that.
That's
Creed,
awesome,
yeah,
dude.
Creed from The Office. Like I was in a bunch of shots with Creed from The Office and like a bunch of scenes with him. And yeah, he was badass, dude. Fucking such a rad dude. But yeah, I mean, there's some things I might be forgetting, but I was in yeah, fuck, man. I was in a Edward James Olmos movie in the background too. It was called Walkout. It was about like
Yeah.
I've
heard
Cesar
of it.
Chavez,
Never
maybe.
saw it, but I heard of it. But it's a big deal for protesting in school. Just
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
And then when I was in high school, we just did it because I forgot why. I was 14 years old, but everyone, like all the schools, it happens, man. Every once in a while, a massive amount of kids just say, fuck it.
Yeah.
What's cool is the principal's there saying, like, you guys want to leave, just don't come back. He's like, you'll be checked off later, but like, we're not going to expel you if you fucking leave. Okay. We all mobbed out. I don't remember why we did it. It was 1999. I think because, the teachers weren't getting paid, like always. Teachers starting to fucking quit, so why should we fucking be here?
Yeah.
And actually what happened, we lost a teacher for a whole year. We didn't know why. And they said, she's on medical leave. So we had a sub for a whole year, and then the same thing happened. Yeah, that was weird. I felt bad for that teacher. They fucking They brutalized her.
Was she like Michelle Pfeiffer from that movie?
No, she looked just like Dennis the Menace. The neighbor's wife.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Wilson's wife.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
like,
that's
just
hilarious.
like
Mr. Wilson, Mrs. Wilson.
Mrs.
There's
Wilson.
got to be a really like deranged porno parody with
Oh,
Dennis.
George, no, George, don't be like that to the boy, George. She sounded like him too. Just like, oh, George, no, you children need to be nice. And I felt bad.
So what they do? The kids were
some
gave her a
evil
hard
fucking
time.
kids, man, that just disrespected and didn't
Give
care.
their slingshots.
High school people out there don't know this. High school are a bunch of knuckleheads that their parents don't want them home no more. Or they basically said, okay, my son's amazing when I'm around. You take care of him for 8 hours. And then guys like me who actually was nice to their fucking fellow man can't believe these assholes that go to school with you. And they're not mentally challenged. They're not slow. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And that's why kids get crazy, get into fights, and go. Don't
It'd
even
be
go to
better
school.
if they were mentally challenged.
They'd be more structured. They'd
Yeah,
listen.
Yeah.
They know who authority is.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Well,
high
plus you could just kind of like, you could usually overpower them even though they have strength.
yeah,
So-
there's superhuman strength.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
But I think I say this knowingly, almost like I have a degree in it because I went to 4 or 5 different high schools. Not because I was a shithead, but my mom's like, oh, your grades are dropping. Let me take another high school. And I'm Mexican, so we have a lot of aunts and uncles who live all over the fucking city. So all you have to do is just, oh, he lives there now. Different address. And it's the same fucking thing every high school. There's no difference. There's hierarchies or lower keys. You get kind of over it at 16 when you start working out. Like, fuck all these fucking
Yeah, you just get a point, you get a point where you're like, fuck these people, you. It's funny because when you're a kid, you subject yourself to a lot of like, why was I friends with that guy? You know what I mean? And you find that out later, like that. You know those like ginger kids that can find your pressure point.
And I never grew up, other than Castman, I never grew up with a lot of ginger kids. Maybe one white girl, but
Yeah.
a lot of brown kids where I was at. So
Yeah.
yeah, ginger kids, yeah, that's a
That's
rarity.
rare. Well, there's ginger Latinos, right? There's ginger Mexicans.
Light skinned ones, but not too many that I saw red hair.
They give him Spy Kids, right? He's Mexican. He's got red hair, dude.
He is.
Yeah. Yeah. What's it? I forgot. Yeah. Because Robert Rodriguez does those movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are, dude. Robert Rodriguez is such a badass, man. I love what his filmography is so insane and bipolar.
Did you watch El Mariachi back in the day?
Yeah. Oh well, Desperado.
No, El Mariachi was funny.
The first one, right? That was the first one of those movies. I think
Yeah,
it's
El Mariachi was supposed.
Mariachi.
Remember how that one scene where his girlfriend's dead? It's Antonio Banderas and the guy with the white suit. El Mariachi. That's the whole clip from pretty much the ending of it. So they're trying to say it's a weird sequel, even though he made El Mariachi 2. But Robert Rodriguez was just like any independent filmmaker. Put all his money. I heard he sold blood his platelets just to get the movie done. It made huge ratings in Mexico and in America. It was made in Mexico.
Such a badass movie.
It's a fun movie, and yet you watch it compared to Desperado. It's basically like Evil Dead 1 to Evil Dead 2.
I get it. It's like
Yeah.
Desperado's kind of like a redo a little bit. but
It's
with
made more money and better actors, but
Yeah.
more action. But you watch the blood and the fighting, even though it's kind of like bootleg or like budgeted, you get into El Mariachi real fast.
Yeah, well, dude, that's the power of creativity, man. And that's the thing is people complain. They're like, oh, man, dude, Kevin Smith didn't come from money. Rodriguez didn't come from money. You got to be creative and think outside the box and do what you can within the means. Look at Clerks, look at Desperado, look at all that shit. Quentin Tarantino, the same thing. It's exciting. That's one thing that you want to surround yourself with people that just want to do it, and be creative. And
Shout out to Joey Raw, dude. We made that sketch within an hour.
dude, that sketch that you
the
did with the
fuck-
cats, that was fucking hilarious, dude.
Yeah,
I heard you got really.
One of the people around the trailer is the best trainer, yeah, of all time, yeah. Ain't nobody else out there. Ain't nobody duplicating. Often imitated, never duplicated. Yeah. Make sure Castman directs you today. Yeah.
I love that. I love it.
I grew. It took me actually years to not laugh while doing Macho Man.
Macho Man.
And me growing up, like I said, you're stuck in your room. You can't go outside. You watch pro wrestling. You're playing video games. And there was WC Revenge, so you kind of watch wrestling, play the game, so go back. That was my quarantine. That was it. And now it's Xbox, So that creativity, like you said, like who cares if people think you're silly?
Yeah.
Who cares? Your cousins are laughing. You're having a good time. And now that I'm older, it's like just fucking. These are all childhood shits.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
I know, man. Until the
Thank you
daddy
for
takes
loving
the
that,
T-word
man,
away.
Thanks for loving that, because like we had An hour on the phone, me and Joe were talking about like, what if. He writes it. Castman comes in. 2.5 hours was filming. And at the point, I was like telling them, I'll do more. I'll run more.
Yeah.
I'll do more. And they're like, we got it.
Yeah, they did this. It's hilarious. I'll put it on the Patreon. There's a really great sketch that Joey Rell, our homie, and Frankie and the Castman did. It's so fucking great. Frankie gets like, I heard you were fucking getting Daniel Day-Lewis style. Like, you really put yourself into it.
When I was breathing hard at one point, or I'm sorry, Ted Testosterone was. I'm his agent, by the way, if you want to book him. Yeah. He's just like, you know what? He told, cause I only can know because I talked to him so much. I do his voice well. You know, like, Trailer, yeah, he's got his own little type of, a little unorthodox, yeah, little style, yeah. Well, he was actually running up and down the fucking driveway, back and forth like 4 or 5 times. He really was running before he actually went up there to do anything. And it was funny because at one point, Castman's like, all right, we're good. He goes back down the fucking driveway, back up again. And he just squats, okay, yeah, ready to roll, yeah, dig it. Yeah. And it was just like this legit sweat, legit from the heart.
Yeah.
And that's the funniest thing because I go, dude, it's really Joey Rell's baby.
Yeah.
I want to make sure it's incubated just right.
Yeah.
Testosterone was making sure. And that's what's fun. I was even wondering, like, because he had to go. Joey Rell's awesome. He went down to he killed 2 birds with 1 stone that day. He wanted to get some beer and film us.
Yeah.
So we bought some beer.
That's amazing.
It was hilarious. But he's just the type of guy, like you said. He's like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Castman, let's do it.
Yeah.
You're that type of guy. Let's do it.
Yeah.
You know. And now we know the world can end, or at least gets paused.
Yeah. Oh, I know, dude. You definitely think less because. You want to think that was the UCB used to be, what was it? I think it was think less and just do. It's like that's a improv like motto, you know, like and I don't know, man. I think like just doing, taking the world by the balls, just doing it, having fun is the most important. People want to plan and sit in a dungeon for 400 years and
writers' meetings.
Yeah, but the thing is like, you know, especially. I mean, it might not pertain to everything because sometimes it is good to like craft something in the doc. But like when it comes to like comedy, especially, you just gotta go do it. You know. You gotta.
The one thing I learned because of sketch comedy, you gotta have beats. You gotta know when this part's happening, that part. Much like pro wrestling, you gotta know. Here's the tie up. The cutoff. Here's the part where it come back. And here's really like, is it gonna end this way? I don't know. And that's the swerve in comedy. Is that really where you guys were going with this joke? A really awesome comic YouTuber, Amanda Surname, whatever her name is. I might got her name wrong. McCants. I think it's McCant. Beautiful fucking woman. She's on YouTube. I'm loving her stuff. She's growing. But that's what she did during COVID was like making fun of the emo girl. Making fun of the Gemini, the one that's too much of a person you know.
Yeah.
That right there, it's her just saying, fuck it, let's record some bits, let's edit out what we don't like. I love that more from Lloyd Kaufman. Well, let's record it, get a couple of shots in, worry about what we do like or do not like in the editing fucking booth. Let's move on to the next scene. Because, not that there's not enough time, let's not funk on this fucking idea for 15 minutes when we can do 20 things and then go back and finish a movie.
Dude, I know, man. Yeah, it's pretty cool, dude. I wanted to sort of, I don't know, doing it and just fucking grabbing it by the balls and just doing it is fucking the way to do it, man. But I wanted to end this episode on a couple a couple questions here, a quiz. Oh no, I already did that myself. Yeah, the cast man was really friendly and
didn't trip.
Yeah, he got a big old thing of water for us, and I spilled it all on my fucking pantalones. But yeah, there's there's some questions here that I want to try to because you love Knott's Berry Farm.
You got me trivia questions?
Yeah, I know you may not know these, but it'll be
not Scary Farm.
This will be fun though. This will be fun. I just want to see if you can get them. All right. Well, let's see. This is
1997.
Yeah. What day is also known as Walter Knott Day? A. February 1st. B. April 27th. C. September 14th. Or D. 9/11. I mean June 6th.
B.
Okay. Let's see.
You have to check it out. Scroll down. That's the index.
Oh shit, you got it.
No way,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
I did.
So now
he
you
scrolled
know.
down, so I saw him do it.
Yeah, Walter Knott's Day is April 27th.
I don't know why, because I remember we would go as when I was like 12 or whatever, from like 10 to 14. My mom, she randomly take us there because it's close and it's cheap. It was what, like $50 compared to Disneyland's $100.
Yeah.
It wasn't a lot of walking, but yeah, I remember we go like a weird fucking month and be like, oh, by the way, guys, so, huh? We're like, what? It's Walter Knott. What the fuck day? I'm like, whatever. Bye.
Yeah.
They would just let you know when they buy a ticket. Buy it.
Yeah. All right, thank you. All right, so have you ever you're familiar with the chicken at Knott's Berry Farm?
The big cock.
This big, they have a big old cock.
Yeah,
over
it's
there.
right there where you walk by.
Yeah.
Crosswalk.
Yeah.
Crosswalk cock.
The actual the chicken itself there, it's like white people soul food. It's so good.
It's so good.
But
Oh my God, it's so good.
guess how much did the original Mrs. Knott's chicken dinner cost? A, 25 cents. B, 65 cents. C, 35 cents. Or D, a colored child. No, 50 cents. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Say what year?
Okay, yeah. How much did the original? This was in the this was like
1800s?
No, it was like 1920s, early 1920s.
25 cents.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so you're gonna say that the chicken dinner was
Just
made?
a little slave boy. That's
Yeah,
all
yeah,
so
yeah.
long.
I know. I'm just kidding. But I'm making fun of how things were wrong then. No, A, 25 cents. B, 65 cents.
Let's be real. There's a couple of Mexicans, my ancestors plucking strawberries right there at Knott's Berry Farm. Let's be real.
Yeah,
there were
dude.
no streets. It was all fields. God bless them.
Dude, that reminds me of that U2 song. What is it? Where the streets have no name.
Where the fields have
no name.
Strawberry. You remember that real quick? That were you there? Your band played at fucking Blarney Stone, and Frank Escalante almost got into a fight with this one guy because he made a joke about Strawberry Fields Forever.
Oh yeah.
It was fucking the most ridiculous thing.
Yeah,
All three
what?
of me, Casper called me over to make sure we get in a fight. Me, Frank, and the guy pissed were all Mexicans. He was a little older than us, and he thought I was being racist. Everyone else, black, white, Mexican, were laughing their asses off, and more laughing at him for getting mad. It was
Yeah,
the
what
most fuck. I just looked at him like, you better not fuck. Couldn't
Was
you,
he
my friend?"
drunk or something?
Oh yeah, he was toasty.
yeah.
He was toasted.
People kind of lose. They lose nuance. They don't pick up on nuance as much sometimes, and they're a little.
He called my
you
buddy
know.
racist. I'm motherfucker. We're all the same fucking race, and
Yeah,
everybody
the
else is
fuck?
laughing. Other races are laughing at the joke. It's
Well,
a fucking
Frank
joke.
is also Mexican.
Yeah,
so who
the
gives
guy
a
the
fuck?
guy was we're all three of us were the same race, and the guy pissed. Escalante me. I've heard the joke many fucking times. I'll tell you a joke later if you want to hear it. I don't want to steal. I never steal material. I'm not Carlos Mencia. I'm
steal
not a
either.
fake Mexican.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So that right there and then I'm thinking, you need to fucking leave. But the more he looked like a little chihuahua pissed off because he wouldn't leave his stool. The more he
Yeah.
was mad, the more funnier it was.
Oh yeah. Oh, that makes it funny, dude. Yeah, I remember that, dude. Yeah, Frank, dude.
He
Shout
was the
outs
first
to Frank.
comic.
Yeah. Wow. That was crazy, man. Well, so okay, so there's 25 cents, 65 cents, 35 cents.
I
and
said
50.
25 because it's so old.
Well, it was 65 cents. A little bit more. Yeah, a little fucking expensive.
Must be
for
good
the
chicken back
20s.
then too.
Yeah, probably, dude. Yeah, it's probably good.
Yeah, sorry about that. But this is
Yeah.
knots.
Yeah, no, it's all right. Yeah. All right, so this is gonna be the last question here.
Cool, man. It's all Google questions, so let's
Yeah.
give it up to Google if they're right or wrong.
All right. Which attractions at Knott's Berry Farm were transformed for the first Knott's Scary Farm in 1973? A. The Haunted Shack, Calico Railroad, the Log Ride. B. The Calico Railroad, Wagon Camp, Calico Mine Ride. C. The Wagon Camp, Calico Railroad, and Log Ride. D. The Haunted Shack, Calico. This is a fucking hodgepodge. of the
Okay,
same
so I have my
shit.
own answer. It's the log ride and the mine one. Only because I know the mine was really old, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Let's see. That would be.
Just two answers.
Yeah, that'd be D. Okay.
Because what the fuck kind of question is that? Is it down the 5 freeway, off the Jamboree Road, or is it the 405 to the Culver Drive? Are you
I know,
making
I
a
know.
north exit?
Yeah, I like Jamboree Road, the name of that, because it's like, you just imagine like a jamboree for some
But if you
reason.
drive down it and crank some music, you jam.
Fuck yeah.
It's like a 55-mile-an-hour. Yeah, Irvine's fucking dope. They just need more fucking strip clubs.
Do they still have Boston Market there?
I don't know. They got beautiful white women
And
everywhere.
Yeah, dude,
SoCal, baby.
dude, okay, let's see. I guess you're right, dude. You're right.
You know what? Because my mom said when we were younger, thank you, 2 out of 3 in bed.
Yeah, 2 out
Meatloaf.
of 3. Yeah, dude, that's good. I know.
My mom said when we were walking by it many times, oh my God, the log ride, I remember that. And when my dad was like, oh my God, the mine ride. And it was closed for many years. I guess someone got hurt.
Yeah, man.
Many years. And we'll take you kids one day when it opens up. And I'm like, whatever.
Well, dude, the log ride is by far my favorite because it's the creepiest ride. Those like animatronic, like those prospector guys, they look so fucking creepy, dude. They definitely look like meth heads, you know. But
Their eyes, they never blink.
yeah, dude, yeah, it's crazy, man. They don't sleep at all. But dude, Frank, thanks for coming down, man.
Cheers, bro.
Frankie the Tank,
Love you so
dude.
much, man.
You too, man. It's good to see you, man. And we're gonna have you back a bunch, dude, because you're gonna love Ross, my co-host, and shout outs to Ryan D, man, our boy that just passed away. But
Rest in peace, brother, man.
yeah, man. Did you ever get to meet Ryan?
Yeah,
Frankie?
at the show we're talking
Yeah.
about. Remember when I was giving you the aura of like the awesomeness, you were like laughing because I was into the music. You guys were playing cover Misfits.
that's
I felt
right.
bad. I gave him beer. He's like, Frankie, he's jamming. Give me some beer.
Yeah.
He's still jamming out. And I go, oh shit, how do I give this drummer some beer while he's playing? Holy shit.
Yeah.
So I
dude.
put it like on the speaker, like, oh shit.
That's so funny, man.
You guys
But
are awesome. The Neptunes, Dick Neptunes, man.
yeah, hell yeah. Well, dude, Frankie, thank you, man, for doing this. People listen to Whatever the Fuck Ever podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna get started recording soon. I'm in hiatus. I'm actually couch surfing right now. Check me out, Lord Narf on Instagram, Frankie Straight on Facebook, and I'm still streaming and reposting classic episodes. About 94 fucking episodes. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. Shout out to my Robert as well as producer and Alex who helped me through the whole shebang, who pushed me. 94 fucking episodes. I literally when I started thought it'd be great to have like 12.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think, but I know beautiful people like you and good people know good people, man.
Yeah, exactly,
you,
man. Well, yeah, dude, you're the best. Guys, stay safe out there, and we'll see you soon. Or revoir. All right, cool, dog.
Awesome, bro.
Yeah, man.
I
good
need you guys out of the house.
times, dude.
Thank you, man. I'm sorry about yesterday.
No. Yeah. Sorry.
Yesterday was shit, dude. Yesterday was like, I worked 6 days now.